Welcome back to another episode of the Neurodivergent Struggles podcast. And today we are talking about sensory overload. Got my wonderful co host, Emily, right here. And we're going to get right into it because
Oh,
we
yeah.
know how y'all are. We want to get straight to the point. Sensory overload.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to switch the script on you. I'm going to tell you I'm going to
Okay.
ask you to tell me what you think about sensory overload.
When I think of sensory overload, I think of different annoying sounds that are in the area that I can't control. I think of the lights being too bright. Sometimes I like that, but also other times it makes my eyes hurt. I think of people who are smacking. I'm not a big fan of smackers. I don't know who is, but my mom will smack sometimes really loud. She'll
Oh,
go,
like when they're eating?
yeah, when she chews gum. And I'll have to ask her to tone it down and just be mindful of it.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of sensory overload, I think of smells that I don't like. Um, I think of a particular coworker that I had over 10, 12 years ago who had a very peculiar smell to her, and nobody knew how to approach this with her. And eventually, we talked to a nurse manager, and I think she had to pull her aside and let her know
Oh,
that this smell was, you know,
very pungent.
yeah, that's the exact word that I was about to say, because it was disturbing all of us.
Oh,
So that could be sensory overload. Pretty much my senses being overwhelmed in a way that I don't appreciate.
of course.
That's
Yeah.
what I think about when I think of sensory overload.
Yeah, think of your five senses, and it's just everything is overwhelming. Um, this just actually popped into my brain. If you think about all of your senses, yeah, obviously it's the audible, it's your hearing. A lot of people are sensitive to different sounds. It's your sight, maybe bright lights, whatever it could be. But people are like, "Oh, you don't think about the taste sensory overload." But then you
Mm,
sit back and realize autistic people will eat the same thing every single day. Like they have safe foods
right.
because that's what they find comfort in is the same meal every single day.
It's a good way to regulate yourself.
Yeah, and so maybe they don't want some elaborate dinner or some elaborate meal. They just want, it's what I do every single day. It's what I have left for lunch, which is like a piece of sourdough with 2 eggs on top and pickled onions and hot sauce. And I eat
Mm.
that every single day. It's like I will have it every single day, and I've done it for the last like 2 months. That's my fixation food right now.
Yeah, I believe autistic people like to eat the same thing every single day because they know what's coming
Yep.
and they don't have to deal with any new smells, any new taste, anything that tastes out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
You know exactly what to expect without any surprises,
It's just easy.
which is why trying a new restaurant can be very daunting.
Yeah.
And we did it the other day, and the food
Oh my
was
gosh,
actually good.
yes.
It was actually good, but I like to stick with the same foods
Yeah.
every single day. I use a meal delivery service, so I get the same 3, 4 meals. I can eat them over and over without having to switch it up.
Yeah.
But whenever you or Jackie or Roberta wants to try a new restaurant, I will try something new because I'm aware of the fact that I eat the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to broaden my
Yeah.
taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
At least give it a shot. Because
Yeah.
if not for that, I will continue to eat the same thing every single day.
Kava. He
Kava.
loves kava
Kava,
every day.
Waba Grill,
I don't think I've ever.
Kava again. I ordered the same type of things on DoorDash. Kava, Waba Grill, coffee,
Every day.
Chick-fil-A sometimes. But yeah,
No, we switched it up today with Chick-fil-A for lunch.
right, which is going to be a treat because I don't normally have Chick-fil-A, but
We love Chick-fil-A.
I just don't like switching up what I eat.
Yeah. I think for me, it's, I love trying new restaurants and trying new things, but I have to look at the menu before I go. And I have to pre-decide what I
It's
want.
very autistic. Looking at the menu in advance.
I have to pre-decide what I'm going to order so that nothing is surprising. Like, for me. I was like, and oh my gosh, if they tell me that's not available that night, throws off my whole meal. I'm like, I don't even know. Should we leave? I
So
don't.
you never go to a restaurant and without any knowledge of what the menu is and just try something?
No, I have to look. And so it takes me
Wow.
forever. If like Niles, my boyfriend, he'll be like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner on Friday? And I'm like, yeah, do you want me to pick a spot? Like, I'll offer to pick a place because I like to offer, but he's like, are you sure? Like, I can pick one. And I know he can pick one in about 0.25 seconds. Me, I will sit there on all of the apps, Open Table and blah, 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 blah. Like on all of Resi, I will look through every restaurant in our neighborhood and I will look at the menu and I'll see what they have.
That's
And
too
I'll have to
much
like
work.
pick from one restaurant.
That's
And
too
he's,
much work.
it's
Goddamn,
like 2
goddamn.
hours later, he's like, babe, did you pick a place to eat tonight? And I was like, no. I was like, I don't know. He goes, I'm just going to do it. I'm like, okay.
Or can't you just go to the same restaurant that you normally go
No.
to?
Well, see, that's where the ADHD and the autism battle each other.
You need variety.
I need variety. I'm a big
Mm.
foodie. I love trying new foods and I love trying new restaurants just to keep it exciting. I really don't like repeating restaurants unless I know it's really, really good.
Okay.
But I'm like, there's so many places to eat in LA. And when I was living in New York, I mean, you could eat at 3 different restaurants every day and you couldn't eat at all the same restaurants for like 30 years. It would take you to eat through every single day, 3 different restaurants.
The food's a little bit better in New York.
I do love the food in New York. But I've found the places in LA that rival it. So it's I'm getting there. But when I first moved here, I was kind of disappointed with the food, but I've done pretty good finding really good places. But yeah, so that's where my ADHD and my autism kind of battled each other. It's like I want the new experience to make it fun and exciting, like the ADHD, but the autism in me is like, okay, well, it has to be perfect and it has to have something that really sounds good, and like I want to order that, and so I'll sit there forever scrolling. I can't even, like, my boyfriend doesn't let me order food. If we're ordering food, he's like, okay, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, sushi. He's like, okay, what from the sushi spot do you want? I was like, okay, I want this, this, and this. Because if I do it, I will sit there, no joke, 45 minutes trying to pick the perfect sushi restaurant to order from, trying to find the exact roll that I want. My boyfriend can do it in 5 seconds.
Your privileges have been revoked. Yeah.
Huh?
Your privileges have been revoked.
Oh, they've been revoked. Oh, for sure.
Facts.
He's like, the only time he'll let me decide is if we're not hungry at that moment, but we know we're going to be hungry in like 2 hours, is when he'll give me the phone and he'll be like, okay, pick what you want. Because he knows I'm going to sit there for half an hour trying to decide. It's really bad.
Speaking of sensory overload, have you ever been overwhelmed by smells at restaurants or just different places in public?
Cigarettes have always bothered me.
Cigarettes, okay.
Smell of cigarettes has always bothered me. Even if I'm walking past somebody smoking a joint, if it's like right in my face, the smell of weed can bother me.
Really?
Oh yeah. And I'm always like, oh, somebody's partaking in the devil's lettuce. I'm like, it just got blown right into my face. I'm like, I'm gonna get a contact high from this. So I guess in that sense, but like food smells doesn't really bother me. Like you said earlier, body odor is definitely one. I think that bothers everybody. I don't know if that's like a sensory overload kind of thing, but
yeah, I would say that would bother the majority
of people. Yeah.
Especially if you have,
except for the person that
senses.
Smells. They apparently can't smell.
Right. And in that situation, I really do believe that she was not as aware of her smells.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she was doing it on purpose to to try and like make us have a bad day.
Right. And this could also be a case of depression or autism or ADHD, to where they can't get up out of bed and shower like a normal adult.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So the way we went about it was in a very caring way, because nobody wanted to be that person to say, oh, you smell really bad.
Yeah.
Because you want to be sensitive to what people are going through, and we just never know.
Yeah.
So it's good to just take your time before judging people. But you can also still be a little bit disturbed by that smell.
Yeah.
Which, I just thought about this right here.
Hit
Have
me.
you ever dealt with Have you ever dealt with sensory overload in the form of somebody talking to you and taking forever to get to the point, and they're just talking at you, you feel like, without any opportunity to interject? Because I've dealt with that before, especially on first dates. She's just talking and talking and talking and
Yeah.
talking, and she's talking more and she's talking more and she's talking more, and I'm like,
Yeah, I find myself like disassociating in those moments.
yeah,
And it won't really be with like my friends, but it's definitely with strangers.
okay,
I feel
okay,
like if a stranger has gone on and on and on, say, I met, like me and my friends go out and we're talking to a girl at the bar or a guy at the bar or whatever. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, are you done? But I won't say that. So I'll disassociate, just be like, uh-huh.
maybe it's
Oh,
with
really?
strangers more, perhaps.
Huh?
Maybe it's more with strangers, because if I'm talking to, well, one of my my guys like David or Kevin or Big Mike, and they're taking a long time to get to the point, I know it's okay because they're gonna land the plane at some point.
Yeah.
Like I know where it's going.
Land this
Like
plane
they,
right now.
they go all around and they're gonna arrive at a point and it's gonna
Yeah.
make sense. But maybe
Yeah.
with a stranger, you just don't know where they're gonna go, if they're ever gonna get to the point, or if they're gonna continue to perseverate
Yeah.
until you just zone all the way out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I think people do that a lot on dates too. Now, I haven't been on a first date in a long time because I've been with my boyfriend for a year and a half. But
Respect.
right. But I would, when I was dating, I remember going on first dates and I'm like, people do that. I think when they're nervous too. It's either they don't talk at all because they're nervous,
Really?
or they'll blab because they're nervous. Like they get a couple of drinks in them and they're like, and they're going a million miles an hour. You're like, slow down. Like, ask me. Or you just run into that really narcissistic person where all they want to do is talk about themselves.
That has been my experience. I believe that when I go on dates, I create a safe space for the women, so they feel like they they feel like they can tell me a lot of things about themselves.
He's like, I'm a doctor. You can trust me.
They'll just be sharing their whole life story, and I'm just trying to eat my steak.
Okay.
Yeah, but I create a safe space for them to where they can go on and on and on. But sometimes I do get lost.
Yeah.
In the conversation.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, like where were we at when you went off into this tangent?
Yeah.
And sometimes it can feel like they're talking at you.
Yeah.
Instead of us having a conversation, and that can be a little bit difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
But in my case, I don't think that they're being narcissistic. They're just excited to be there with me.
Yeah. Aw, they should be, Kojo.
I agree.
Well, we touched on this in another episode, and we didn't have time to rile up my boyfriend to come on to talk about it, but I think we should talk about something that I go through a lot and that I'm really passionate about, which is raving and going to music festivals, and how I'm autistic. I have ADHD, and I do go through a lot of sensory overload issues. Like we had a fire alarm go off 2 episodes back or an episode back, and I was like having to sit here with my ears plugged and disassociate, or else I was gonna like need to go sit in the car because I just couldn't deal. I just can't deal with things like that. But I'll go to a rave, loud music, people dressed all funky, and people talking to you constantly, and there's lasers and lights, and you're like, that just seems like hell for a person on the spectrum. But I think in reality, raves are one place. Now, this, I have to say this, raves that are specifically EDM only. So these kind of mixed genre festivals, Coachella, Gov Ball, things like that, I am not for. I can't do them because you get some odd people in the crowd. Whereas ravers, we live by this idea of plur, which is peace, love, unity, and respect, right? That's how we live. And so, yeah, exactly. So you go and you can fully be yourself, 100% yourself, and nobody's going to judge you. And if they do, they're not supposed to be there. But like everybody's so, I mean, everybody's on drugs, but everybody's so happy to be there. They're so loving to where it's like a place where you can fully stim out and you can wear whatever you want and you don't have to mask it all. You can just be whoever you want to be. And that's when you can fully release and listen to super loud music and stim and bang your head and see all the lasers and do all of those things, which seem like it would be a huge sensory overload
I
for
would think
autistic
so.
people, but it's really just allowing the whole community, allowing you to be yourself and 100% yourself.
How much of that do you think is you enjoying the music that's being played?
I love the music.
That could be it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that they start going to raves because their one friend like looped them into it, but they don't necessarily like electronic dance music. And they would never listen to that type of music outside of a rave. They can still have fun, whatever. But there's a lot of us people that will, if they're fans out there, like I'll listen to Subtronics or Excision and these like super bass heavy DJs. I'll listen to those like while I'm at the gym, like on a while I'm driving down
So
Ventura.
you really enjoy the music, that's why.
I really enjoy the music, and there's a time and a place for it for sure. If I've been kind of like worked up that day and I need to take it a little bit slower, that's the music I try to stay away from because I feel like it's gonna kind of like hype me up. But if I'm having like a good productive day and I want to listen to Subtronics and bang my head a little bit, like yeah, I'll listen to it outside of a rave too. Yeah.
I think that enjoying the music is a big part of you allowing yourself to be around so many people and to be around such bright lights.
Yeah.
And all of that, because when I go to concerts and I know what's coming and I like the artist, then you know what's coming and you know what they're going to perform. So you're waiting on it. So when it's kind of like eating the same food every day.
Yeah.
Like you're able to regulate yourself with the EDM music because you listen to that at the gym, you listen to it in the car. So now you're just listening to that music, but other people who like to listen to the same music.
Yeah.
So it's just this great environment. And even if somebody like steps on your foot or something like that, instead of being upset, you're like, oh, it's okay.
That's exactly right. I mean, but again, that's what ravers live by, is we live by plur. Peace, love, unity, respect. So if somebody accidentally bumps into you in the crowd, oh, I'm so sorry. And then they'll be like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Like there's just so much love surrounding it. Now, there are people that don't do that and they are looked down on in the community of ravers.
Okay.
If like there'll be a giant line of people getting through the crowd, they're shoving people, they're whatever. And ravers are the first person to be like, hey, say I'm sorry. Like say, excuse me, like it is well known that you have to live by all of these rules of peace, love, unity, and respect. So when you do, that's when you can have the best time. That's when everybody has the best time and you can truly be yourself. And so the lights and the sounds and the people and the everything. Now I will say, I don't like being like up in the front by the rail where there's a million people and it's hot and you can't breathe. I like to be in the back where I can dance because that's where I will be. I will be in the back where I have room to get down.
Oh, wow. I like being in the front in the VIP when I'm at a concert.
Okay, in the VIP.
if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to have a full out experience. I want to listen to the Wiz Khalifa and the Kid Cudi, and like those are concerts I like to go to.
Yeah. The VIP at Raves is great. Because of my boyfriend, I get to go in the artist area as well, which is really, really nice. And so those have kind of made me spoiled, being able to just like go to shows and
because you can get out quicker if you're there.
I'm like bouncing around that festival.
You
I'm
can
not
go
having
to the restroom and come. Like there's advantages to being VIP or I guess
an artist pass. Yeah. So it's super, super nice. So I'm a little spoiled, but I do love being in GA. The festivals that I don't go to, if my boyfriend's on tour and there's a festival here in LA, I'll go to that. And I'll go with my best friend and we'll be in GA. If my boyfriend's not playing, most of the time I'm in GA unless the company's like, oh, your boyfriend is Kashmir, like you're VIP. I'm like sick. But yeah, so I love being in GA as long as I can be in the back and just spend time with my friends, but I have room to dance and nobody's touching me or.
I do think it's an autistic thing to have an exit plan when you're at a big event, whether that's being in GA at the back or in the honor section. Just knowing that you can get out from you driving your own car there, or
Oh, so
just having your
true.
own means of transportation. So that way,
Yeah.
whenever you're done, you're done. Because the
I
moment
was
you're
just
done,
about to say that.
you're probably done.
As soon as I'm done, I am done. I'm like, we need to go right now. I'm like, and my best friend Aaron will attest to this. He'll be like, it'll be 15 minutes before the show is up, and I'm already thinking, I'm like, okay, in 15 minutes, this whole place is going to clear out. We're going to be stuck in traffic for 2 hours, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, Aaron, we got to go. And he goes, but the guy's just not, like, the last person is playing, the headliner's playing, and there's still 15 minutes left. I was like, we can listen to him as we're walking out. I was like, we are not getting stuck in 2 hours worth of traffic. We're exhausted. I'm wearing these giant boots and my feet hurt and I just want to go lay down. And so I'm like, Aaron, we're done. Let's listen to him on the way out. We're done. And he goes, okay.
Yeah, thinking of an exit plan of how you're going to leave a social event is very neurodivergent. I do that at football games, even if it's the Titans and I enjoy it. I want to get there early. I want to be sitting close to the field. I want to take in everything.
Yeah.
But if we're up, which, we haven't been good for a while, but if the game is kind of over and we're halfway through the fourth quarter, if there's like 3-4 minutes left, unless it's a close game, then I'm staying for every second. But if it's a game where either team was up by 24 points in the fourth quarter, then I will see if I can leave when there's 3, 4, 5 minutes left, just so that way I can get out quicker. Because having to be in traffic is going to kind of piss me off.
Oh, for sure. That's good. That's going to ruin the whole event for you. You're not going to be able to think about...
Not really.
Oh, really?
If we're winning in a blowout...
Oh, yeah.
If we're losing, I will say it does piss me off.
No. I'm saying, like, if you leave when the game is over, even if you won or you lost, at least for me... If I'm then sitting in traffic for 2 hours after said event because I left right when the game ended.
Oh, if it's 2 hours, yeah.
The whole game was not worth it. I'm like, I should have just stayed home. I watched it on my TV.
But how often does that happen? That's more of an LA thing. If I'm in Nashville, we don't really, it's not that bad. It's just an LA thing where getting out the Kia Forum or SoFi is just...
Inglewood is just messed up over there, guys.
It's a whole ordeal to get out of an event.
It's horrible getting out.
In LA. It's better in other cities. Like I was shocked. Maybe LA has kind of tainted like how I view everything. I just expect to spend so much time in traffic. But, I went to a Dallas Mavericks game. I went to a couple in Dallas a couple of years ago when I was spending a lot of time there. And I was shocked at how quickly I could get in and out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Just the layout of the stadium with where the parking garage is.
Yeah.
It's so much more convenient than the Lakers crypto.
Oh my God! Well, in LA, they decided to put Kia Forum right next to SoFi Stadium. The dumbest thing you could ever do. It's like, let's put 2 giant venues with 1 million people parking at these venues at the same time.
Well, it could be easy for people who go to events there often. I mean, it takes a whole day. Like going out to an event takes all day. From a mental standpoint to the planning.
Yes.
This is why it's good for people to know that they're neurodivergent, because when you know that you can set up a plan, like I take a lot of time that day to mentally prepare myself to go to an event, even one that I really want to go to.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's going to take a lot for me to get there. There's going to take a lot for me to get out of there. Mm-hmm. And then when you come home, you may have something you have to do after that, but you're kind of done. Your social battery has been exhausted.
Yeah.
Your voice is gone. You're tired. You may have a headache.
Yeah.
I went to the rodeo in Ellensburg. It's in Washington. Have you ever been to rodeo?
No.
What? You're white. You never been to a rodeo?
I could say some stuff right now. I'm not gonna
say it. Say it.
No.
Get me. Just aim at me. Wow, you've never been to rodeo?
No.
What? That's crazy.
Do I look okay? Everybody at home, look at me.
You don't
Do
look
I
like
look like I've been to the rodeo?
You don't look like a rodeo girl.
Thank you.
you don't look, you don't look country.
I know. Even though I grew up in the country.
Ohio is not the country or the South.
There are cornfields everywhere. Unless you're in Cincinnati, Cleveland, or Columbus, everything else is cornfields.
True.
Or Grandpa's cheese barn.
So, well, there is a side of Ohio that borders Kentucky.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincy. So
Cincinnati.
maybe
That's where I was born and raised. Yeah.
Cincy.
Yeah.
So you could be a southern country girl.
I could be, but that's why as soon as I turned 17, graduated from high school, I left and moved to New York. Okay. I was like, I can't do this whole small town bullshit. I can't do it.
Yeah, you don't have the look of a country girl.
No.
So maybe it's okay that you haven't been to a rodeo.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyways, why did you bring up the
Because 2 reasons. When you
ADHD.
ADHD, but when you go to rodeo, then you can say the next time you go, it's not my first rodeo. You can say that. I'll have to use that joke since you love this so much.
I loved that, Kojo.
You turned red. You liked it. You liked it. But anyways, I went to the rodeo in Ellensburg, and I'm watching these people ride the bulls.
Yeah.
I've never seen this type of stuff before. It was fascinating to me, but it was so hot. And I had my cowboy hat on, so the brim is helping to protect me from the sun, but it was so hot that I got the worst headache of all time, but I still enjoyed myself. And the headache lingered on for 3-4 hours after I was done with the event. But because I had never seen that before, my ADHD was happy. I had never seen humans ride bulls and almost throw their back out. They call it extreme bull riding.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. I gotta show you YouTube videos.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. It's this big thing, and they have rodeos all over the U.S., not just in Ellensburg. But I went.
Really?
Yeah, they have rodeos all over. Maybe I should take you to a rodeo.
Okay, let's go to a rodeo.
Where's that? Okay.
Oh, really? They have rodeos?
Well,
I'm down. Let's go to a rodeo.
I may have to go to a rodeo. It's an experience that you would really like, and your ADHD would appreciate seeing that, because
I'm sure.
I'm not even sure if humans are supposed to ride bulls or not.
No, they're not.
But just seeing that, it gave me a lot of stimulation. However, it was so hot.
Yeah.
And these aren't domes. These are like small arenas.
Yeah.
It was so hot, but I remember having a headache, but I remember it being worth it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can be overwhelmed from a sensory perspective, but if you like it, then, because I will go to another rodeo.
Yeah.
I don't think I enjoy them as much as you enjoy raving.
Raves, yeah.
But it was something that I had never done before that I thought was super cool.
That sounds super fun. I'd be so down to go. We should all go. Jackie,
Yeah.
you want to go?
Well, yeah, you need cowboy.
You
need cowboy boots.
Oh my God.
Well, when I go,
Yeah, you'll hook it up.
yeah, when I go, don't be surprised when I say, "This ain't my first rodeo."
He would say that the whole day.
And
Yeah, this
I
ain't my
really
first
would.
rodeo.
People would come up to me, "Have you been here before?" No, this
This
ain't
ain't my first rodeo.
I've been here before. My ex and I went. It was really good.
Yeah.
She had a good time.
We're gonna have to. We'll do it up though. We'll get the cowboy boots.
Yeah.
The cowboy hats.
Yeah, you got to dress up. You have to do the whole nine.
And we'll have Kojo pay for all of it. I'm not paying for cowboy boots. I'm gonna wear once.
You have cowboy boots?
No, I don't have cowboy boots. But there is a place in LA called Desert 5. I could wear them too. That'd be fun. They do line dancing and stuff.
Okay, that's very country.
Yeah, it's super fun. Have you ever? It's in Hollywood.
I've never been.
So it's like a bunch of LA people that want to be
Country.
a little country. And yeah, there's line dances everywhere. Everybody wears like cowboy boots and short, like jean shorts and stuff. It's so cute.
I think it's important that we go out to events like that from time to time.
Yeah.
Because, we like to be at home a lot, and
Yeah.
we like not to be overstimulated. But sometimes you do have to put yourself out there
Yes.
into the fire of potential overstimulation, and you could learn some, especially if you have autism and ADHD.
Yeah.
The ADHD side of you wants to do something that's exciting.
Yeah.
So even though the autism wants to keep you at home, the ADHD side, he wants to go to a rodeo or a rave or a
Yeah.
concert of somebody you've never heard before.
Yeah.
You could potentially find a brand new interest.
But like going out like that, though, I do feel like those are spaces that I can't fully be myself, and so
What do you mean?
like just the crowd and everything. It's like, okay, like I was saying at raves, I feel like nobody's judgmental, and everybody is gonna compliment your outfit no matter how good you look or bad you look, and everybody's super happy, and you can completely let go and fully be yourself. But not everybody's like that.
Nobody was judgmental at the rodeo, and I was the only black person there.
And maybe that's what I need to get into in rodeo. But I'm just saying in general, like especially in LA, like a lot of people are extremely judgmental. So it's hard to fully.
In LA, really?
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want here.
I mean, you could do whatever you want, but like say you go out and your outfit isn't up to par, there's going to be some mean girls in the corner that are like, ew, look at her outfit.
Well, I guess
know, like
it's a girl thing. The guys
it's
don't
more of a
care.
girl
You know,
thing.
we always show love.
Most of the time. but yeah, I mean, raving and going to music festivals is really the only place where like going out and partying that I feel like I can just 100% be myself. And all the other places I get just emotionally tired or overwhelmed or overstimulated very quickly because I'm just like I'm having to kind of put on a show or put that mask on. And it's tiring, you know?
Mask on, mask off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, it's a good time for us to transition to the
is.
text post. And then we'll get to our Q&A and then we'll wrap it.
All right.
My stomach been growling during the episode. I hope that's not being picked up.
I can't hear it. We got Chick-fil-A waiting for us.
I know.
Or that's about to be ordered. Nice. Shout out to the women that love their kids with all their hearts but get easily overstimulated by them.
Repeat that one more time.
Shout out to the women that love their kids with all of their hearts but get easily overstimulated by them.
Shout out to those women. I think that we need to hold a safe space for them and let people get their thoughts off. Because sometimes you love your kids, but it's just too much. And I can think of my mom always screaming as a kid. Just screaming, and I'm like, you see your mom pull up in the driveway, and you're like, oh, no. You're happy to see your mom that she came home, but you know she's going to scream at you for things that may not have been your fault. But overstimulated parents need breaks too. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, over the weekend, I was at my girlfriend's house for a Galentine's Day because my boyfriend was out of town, and a bunch of her friends showed up, and they all have kids, and so there was, you know, a baby who's a couple of months old, and then a 2-year-old, and then two girls who are a little bit older, like 9.5, almost 10. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so many kids. I'm like, I don't know how these moms deal with it. I don't know how they deal with it.
Shout out to those moms.
Shout out to those moms for it. Because even after a couple hours, I was telling you, I was like, I had to go into the back room and like go lay down and be quiet for a little bit. Because it like, there's just it's so overstimulating.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Shout out to the overstimulated mamas.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing.
You're angels.
You're doing it.
On to the next one. Them ADHD meds are just a legal way to get high. Me. Yeah, the high of finally returning a phone call, paying one bill on time, and remembering why I walked into the kitchen. So real.
Yeah. Run that back one more time because I felt that.
I felt that so hard. Them ADHD meds are just a legal way to get high. Yeah, the high of finally returning a phone call, paying one bill on time, and remembering why I walked into the kitchen. It's just so real.
The judgment that people cast on you for taking meds that bring you back to equilibrium.
Insane.
It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
I have no shame now, but I did have shame at one point due to taking ADHD medications. But I see how beneficial they've been for me. I ain't tripping anymore.
I don't care either. I'm like, I will take, I mean, as long as it's prescribed medication. Thank you, everybody. We don't want you taking Adderall from like some guy on the street. That's meth, if you didn't know. That is meth. But prescribed, talking to your doctor, talking to your psychiatrist, making sure that drug is right for you, and finding the drug that's right for you is extremely valuable. I got really lucky with pretty much the first drug that I tried works really, really well for me. So I was able to find that.
I
But you
feel
know how
that.
nice it is to have everything under control and not miss a bill or not be like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I have to pay that. It takes 2 seconds to go online and pay this bill, but why aren't I doing it?
Yeah, I have a ticket that's unpaid right now. But when I tried to pay it, it hadn't registered in the system. So now I have to wait, which is the worst because I could forget to pay the ticket.
Yeah,
And a $25 ticket could turn to over
$100.
$100.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's why I take my meds every day so I can
we need
pay.
that. There's no shame in taking ADHD medication as long as you are under the care of a medical professional.
Yeah, that's why I uh I need to be dating more so I can have the women remind me.
Set a reminder on your phone, Kojo.
Okay, we can move on to the Q&A.
Oh, now you want to go into the Q&A. Okay, gotcha.
If I go on a tangent.
Yeah, right. Hey, saw your post about the ADHD thing and wanted to ask you a couple of questions if you have time. Basically, I'm supposed to be on it.
I think the meds.
Basically, I'm supposed to be on meds, and I plan on looking into getting back on it. But the other day, someone in my life kind of threatened or gave me like an ultimatum about getting on medication. And it's kind of now pushed me to not want to be on it. And I'd really love some advice.
Great question. So if you have ADHD and somebody tells you to do something that you are already going to do, that could fall under the category of something that we call pathological demand avoidance. So you don't want to be told to do certain things that you already wanted to do. That's very frustrating. So them telling you to get on the meds that you were already going to get on
Oh, wait,
makes
no,
you not want to get on the meds.
I think they
Or
said that they don't want their, whoever it
the,
is,
the,
they
the
don't want them to be on the medication.
oh, so the person doesn't want you to be on the meds.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the person doesn't want you to be on meds, and do they want to be on meds or
Yes, they want to be on meds.
okay?
Sorry, my it's not scrolling, so I can't look at
Oh, you're
it.
good.
But yeah.
Well, the pathological demand avoidance thing is something that people with ADHD can definitely experience. I don't think that that's what's going on in this situation. This is you wanting to be on meds, and they don't want you to be on the medications. Okay, I would say the most important thing to do is to, find a way to care less about what other people think of you.
Mhm.
Because when you care too much about what people think, then it can prevent you from doing what's best for you. And looks like they were given an ultimatum to not take
Yeah.
the meds.
That's so messed up.
I don't understand why there's so much judgment for people who take ADHD medications, and a lot of people who judge them are people who could probably benefit themselves from it if they
Yeah,
have
probably.
undiagnosed ADHD or some type of neurodivergence. So I think it's important to get to a place where you don't let shame affect you as
Yeah.
much. Sometimes we shame ourselves. And if the meds help you have a better quality of life, you can get things done, you can wake up and get out of bed, you can get to things on time, you can not have to deal with, late fees and other things that can happen, speeding tickets from rushing to work because you're behind, then that would be what's best for you. So
Yeah.
I would say if you can get to a space where you don't, care as much, but also you can take these meds without having to share it with anybody. Because some people will be forever judgmental of those who take ADHD
Yeah.
medications, and they'll feel like it's a legal way to get high. And for those people, there's not much that you can say. If somebody's hell bent on thinking that ADHD meds are cheating, then that's just what they think. And you trying to convince them doesn't go far. So I would say do what's best for you
Yeah.
and allow people to think what they want to think.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep this short and sweet and say it's your body. You do whatever you think is best for yourself. And do not let any person give you an ultimatum and say, oh, well, if you take Adderall, I'm not going to be with you because you're just getting high. No, that person is showing you exactly what type of person they are and that you're going to be in control of them. Or, sorry, they're going to be in control of you forever if you listen to them in this instance. So do not let them control you like that. Don't let them control you and stop you from bettering yourself and making your life easier just to appease them. That's not going to help you. And if they leave, they leave. Like, you're going to find somebody better that understands you, and you're just going to be much happier with a more eventful and productive life. You're going to find somebody that doesn't care that you're on Adderall or whatever it may be, and not give you this ultimatum. That's, like, for lack of a better term, that's bullshit. Do what's best for you under the care of a medical professional, and take the medication if you want the medication, if it's prescribed to you.
Yeah,
take the medication. Don't care. It's your body. You do whatever you want.
And I can relate. I've been in that situation before where I've been dating somebody who was critical of the fact that I was taking ADHD meds, and she brought up a point that I was able to get through my undergrad program and win most outstanding student and do all these things without the medications, not knowing how hard it was for me to get through school. And I was like, Kelly, it's my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Like, I can do whatever I want to do with my body.
Yeah.
If I want to take ADHD medications, I'll take it. If I want to stop it, I'll stop it. But I continued the medications, and it, clearly it was the right call.
It changed your life for the better, absolutely.
Oh, big
Mine
facts.
too. My life was changed when I got medicated.
So, yeah, that will bring this episode to wrap. Thank you for your attention.
Woohoo!